sure, you disavow David Duke later in the day, but the scary thing is, we have no way of knowing which of his inconsistent views he...
It's quite delayed. Hey guys, right, just to let you know, this is purely a test stream. I didn't even realise we were actually going live. That's impressive. Cool. So who have we got there? Gabriel Bradley, how you doing? Yeah, so guys, just to let you know, this is completely very much a test stream tomorrow at 11 AM UK time, and that's 12 GMT. We will be going live. It is our full-on, we've hit 1,000 subs. That is what we're doing. Oh, we have got people coming on board. We've got a couple of people in the chat. Hello, Sander. How you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, so this is literally just me testing it. How is the sound for you guys? Thank you for being here in the chat. Really does help me out with making sure that this is all going to work tomorrow. First time using streaming software as well, so there's a massive delay, by the way, from my end compared to what's going on YouTube. So apologies for that. But that just means that there's going to be a little bit of a delay when I'm here in the chat with seeing what's going on there. But yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone good? Everyone good? Very exciting that we've hit that 1,000 subs. I've been very pleased. Excellent, Gabriel. Thank you very much for letting me know about the sound. Visually, I am just using the iMac's kind of built-in webcam. I might see if I can hook up one of the iPhones to it and see if we can do that. Probably give us a little bit better video, and I can monitor it on the PCs, on the Mac, sorry. So that's probably what I'm going to play around with next. I just wanted to make sure that the video was looking okay. That's quite nice. Yeah, this isn't actually as hard as I thought, except that it did go live well before I was ready for it. Apologies if you were sitting there for the first minute going, why is he just wandering around? But we've had quite a bit of stuff going on, actually. John Prosser right now is super active on Twitter. I was just in Twitter, actually. And yeah, let's have a quick look at what he was tweeting about. I know one of the Chinese brands has just brought out, Huawei has just brought out FreeBuds Studio, which look almost exactly as if they've been designed to look like the AirPods Studios that he leaked. Oh, hey, Val. Good to see you, man. Yeah, so John's a little bit busy on Twitter at the moment, so he's just having a look. Number one, apparently the MagSafe stuff does work through normal cases, even if there's not a great deal of stuff going on. It doesn't add anything, but MagSafe is working through a regular case, which I think we kind of assumed it would do. I think the ones with the magnets in is just to help it stick a bit better. Gabriel, he has not said anything about Apple Silicon at this point. The only thing that he's said really on Apple Silicon has been about the event date so far. So that's as far as we've gone. Apparently I've got no viewers at the moment. I'm assuming that that is incorrect from YouTube. It looks like we've got 5 people on at the minute, actually. Let's jump back up. Hey Thomas, hey, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Yeah, so I'm glad the video is okay to say that I'm just using the built-in webcam, because this is like a 2013 iMac. This is not a new device that I'm using here. Yeah, what else has John been saying today? Oh, he's been saying some stuff about Samsung doing stuff first, all the usual stuff. Media reviewers that get iPhone early for the videos don't actually get to keep them. I think we kind of assumed that. Is that not what everyone knew? I am actually thinking of getting in touch with Apple, though, and seeing if I can get on that list for next year, because I'm guessing by then we'll be a little bit bigger. Thank you, Thomas. I am doing really good. But yeah, so I think I'm probably going to wrap this up in a minute, because it's all kind of working well. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got a couple of questions. Cool. Hey Val, I'm in class, but I have a break and a question. You're going to do more videos in the future, like product reviews, while still doing the news videos? Yes, Val. The plan, yes, is to do more. At the moment, I still have a full-time job as well, so the way that it works right now, and we'll probably talk about this a lot more tomorrow, is so during the day, if I see anything exciting, interesting, while I'm looking through the comments and looking through Twitter and stuff, I will make notes on my iPhone on the Notes app. Then I will chuck that onto my iPad. That is what becomes my script, and I tend to film between about 11 PM and maybe 1 AM, depending when my kids go to bed. Then my alarm's set for 6 AM, so I'm typically up at about 6 to sit down and edit, unless there's an issue like today where I didn't film anything last night because I was absolutely shattered. Woke up at 6, filmed, put it onto the Mac, found that it was so blurry it was unusable, then went back to film it for a second time, realised I hadn't actually started the camera recording, and my third time is the one that you actually saw this morning, which I think I finished filming at about 7:30. I had to do the school run for my kid at like 8:30. And got back to the house about 9:15, and then had to edit it and upload it before 11. So that was quite good fun. It was a little bit hairy today. Right, let me just run through the questions that we've got here in the chat. We are going to obviously do loads of questions tomorrow on the main show. We're actually getting a few people watching live, which is surprising me. I'm impressed. Thank you very much. It really does touch me, the fact that you guys actually care enough to come and watch the lives. Oh, hey guys. Yes, Clyde, I am horrendous in the mornings. But normally I don't have to speak to anyone. I have to sit here and drink coffee and edit, so it's not so bad. Right, let's just run through the questions that we've got in here. As I say, we'll be doing lots of questions tomorrow. That's the point. I will try and pick out a few news stories, so there will be some of the normal stuff as well. And I have had dispatch confirmation today. My iPad Air will be arriving tomorrow. There was a worrying little part that we had. Oh! Has Mark Gurman said something about a 24-inch iMac? Wait, Thomas, I will come to you. Let me actually do these questions that we've got here. Val, I've read your one out already. What's my take on the next iPad Pro? Gurma Chawla? Sorry when I butcher people's names, it is going to happen. This was not supposed to be a Q&A show, but we're going to do it anyway. What's my take on the next iPad Pro? I think that we are probably going to see one at the November event. I think it is going to not have mini LED. I think it is going to have the existing display technology. I think it's going to have 5G modems, and I think it's going to have an A14X chip, which is going to absolutely blow the competition away. We talked about the A14's benchmarks today on the show, and having seen the difference, it tends to be about 40% faster than the corresponding nothing chip. The X chip is about 40% faster than the regular one, which means that the A14X would be somewhere comparable to a Intel i9, which is what you get in a top-of-the-range MacBook Pro right now. So that's the sort of performance you can hopefully expect from this year's iPad Pro. Gabriel, thank you very much for coming and let me know that the sound was okay and the video's okay. It is a little bit laggy here, so sorry I'm not getting to the questions as quickly as they're coming up. Sander, I like that there are some I like that some are apparently already copying the AirPod Studios that have been not even been announced yet. Apple is, of course, the one that copies everyone. Yeah, everyone says this all the time, but all it is Apple just doesn't kind of make stuff before it's ready, but they do also come out with a lot of stuff that other people copy too. So things like Siri, admittedly Apple didn't invent it. Apple was the first ones to put it into a phone because they bought Siri, which was a standalone app at the time. But yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people that make shamelessly rip-off devices of Apple stuff. Apple will take features, but it'll do them better than they were done before. Clyde, nice down, the only one that's useless in the morning. Yep, that's the bit that I've already covered. Dave, wow, I'm over 1,000. I am, yes, that was yesterday. Old news now, I think. Let me just double check where we are right now, because I'm still waiting for my channel to be approved. But current subs, the official number is 1,065, so we are safely over 1,000, I feel. I got my message from YouTube to join the partner program, so that's all good. Thank you very much for the congratulations, Dave. Thomas, Mark Gurman has been talking about a 24-inch iMac. I haven't seen this. Let me have a quick look on Twitter. Is that something that's happened today? Mark Gurman. There he is. Let's have a quick look. So, I would love to see a 24-inch iMac. I'm sure that's... I think we were talking about the 24-inch iMac on the first Apple Silicon video that I did. The Apple Silicon stuff, I'll be honest, is the stuff that's most interesting to me about all of this stuff. The iPad that's coming, that is... Basically, I wanted something to play with on iPhone Day because I'm waiting for the bigger iPhone. And what is more of a bigger iPhone than an iPad, let's be honest? So, yeah, I can't see anything about Mark Gurman and 24-inch iMacs, but I do not doubt you at all. If you've got a link to it, I would love to see it. Right. Val, thanks for asking my question. Gotta go. Science is important. Science is very important. It's probably one of the most important things you can do in class. See you later, man. Thomas Rundle, thanks. I think so. Greg's Gadgets also said so on his November event video. Yeah, I think we spoke about this on the video that I did the other day about the product codes. So basically there was not a leak, but we were talking about the European encryption database, their list of the product identifiers, the AXXXX numbers that come out. We managed to identify most of them, but then there was like 3 desktops and 5 notebook computers that were not accounted for. Now, the 5 notebooks, I do think we're going to get some cellular ones in there. That makes a lot of sense with the system on a chips. With the desktops, I think we're probably looking at a Mac Mini. No, Mac Mini was one of the identified ones because the developer transition kit was in there. So it's a Mac that's based on Apple Silicon. So I think we're going to get 2 sizes of iMac and potentially one other device that we don't necessarily know about yet. I would be surprised if they're doing an Apple Silicon Mac Pro at any time soon, but they might be doing a Mac Mini Pro or something along those lines, or a Mac Mini Nano. That would be my thoughts based on what we've done. So, Tato, hello, indeed, everything is good. Clyde, one of those things is missing on my iPad. Tap to wake. Does the iPad Air 4 have it? I don't know yet. I was thinking about this today, and I really hope it does, because I love tap to wake on my iPhone, and it's one of the things that I use all the time on my iPad, and nothing happens. So I just keep tapping it, and nothing happens. So yes, I really hope that it's got tap to wake as well. I'm not sure because it doesn't have Face ID. What did we have there? They would need overpowered chips since most programs go through an emulator. Is that for the MacBooks? Is that what we're talking about for the iMacs? To be fair, the stuff that we've already seen, when I was in the Apple Store the other day, I was speaking to some of the guys there, and 2 of the employees from the Apple Store have got developer transition kits. Now, I don't know if that's because they are developers, or if they've just been given something to play with and learn about. But they were saying that even though the iPad A12X chips, A12Z chips that are inside it are kind of underpowered for a Mac, it still runs everything beautifully, and also the Intel stuff that's running through the translation layer, running through Rosetta 2, is running basically as well as it runs on Intel. So the overpower thing, yes, you do need extra power, but not as much as you would think. Christopher Lawrence, hello my friend, are you a full-time iPad user? What percentage do you use Mac? So, I use a Mac at the moment for editing. Other than that, I tend to be on the iPad the most of the time. Yes, I'm using the Mac for editing at the moment with because my current iPad is a 2017 5th gen. So not particularly powerful, but I have got the iPad Air on the way tomorrow. Official Team B, MacBook Pro 16 inches, powerful enough to edit on DaVinci Resolve? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've done DaVinci Resolve on this 2013 iMac, no dramas at all. So a current 16-inch MacBook Pro, absolutely no problems. But I would say use Final Cut because it's just so much more optimized for the hardware. Cool. Clyde, you're answering everything for me because your Apple support previously, which is super cool. Thank you so much for being here and helping out. Gurpreet, hello, how are you? I am good. Sander, yeah, innovations and inventions almost never occur in a vacuum. There is nothing wrong with taking somebody else's idea as long as it is not patented and improving on it. Absolutely. Don't worry about correcting spelling, Sandy. You're doing fantastically well. Yep, I completely agree. Gumir Chwala, I've tried your name twice now. I'm not going to get much closer. If they're getting iOS apps on Mac OS, courtesy of common instruction set, what's to stop Xcode from running on iPad? Nothing, I wouldn't have thought. But it's going to be kind of a tricky thing with limited screen real estate, I would guess. So it might depend on getting external monitor support, or maybe bringing something like Sidecar to iPad Pro so you can use another iPad as an external display. Maybe something that can be done, because you could actually use the internals of that iPad to also help power it. Cool. iPad Air 3 release date a couple of years ago. It's the iPad Air 4 that's coming out, and it's coming out tomorrow. Thomas, okay, thanks. 2 sizes of iMac at November or across the transition. If they do release them at November, I think it will probably be one of them. Maybe just the 24-inch. I would be more excited. I would be more... I think it's more likely that we will see a Mac Mini and a notebook. But that's what I think. iPad Air 4 has tap to wake indeed. Oh, brilliant. If that's true, brilliant. Cool. Yes, iPad Air 3... Yeah. No, it's iPad Air 4. The iPad Air 3 is the last version. Yeah. People are already dealing with all this stuff in the chat for me. Aryan Sharma, hi. Clyde, probably MacBooks only this year. Yeah, I think there's a good chance of that. But I also think the Mac Mini is not a bad shout just to get it onto desktops. Again, because they've already done the developer transition kit, so it shouldn't be that tricky. They've already got all the stuff that they need to route the A series or Mac series chip, whatever they decide to call it, out to the I/O. Cool. They already released an iMac this year. Yes, they did, but they did nothing really at all with the 21.5-inch iMac, apart from maybe a storage bump. I think that was the only thing that they did, but they still come with spinning hard drives. They still didn't get the upgraded cameras or anything else like that. So I can see why people think that the 24-inch might be coming, and it does kind of make sense. But I'm still sceptical because I think they would want to keep... I think they would probably want to keep both and do them the 24 theoretically and a 30 theoretically. I guess we're kind of guessing at screen sizes, but 24 seems to be bounced around quite a lot. Apple used to have a cinema display at 24 inches, but they also used to do a 30-inch. So maybe those are the two sizes they're going to go to. That would be cool. Right, I'm going to start wrapping this up, guys, because this was just supposed to be a quick test stream ready for the morning, but it's nice. We've got quite a few of you guys here, and I'm really encouraged by that. I think it might actually be quieter in the morning because it's going to be 12 GMT, which I think is like 7 a.m. in New York. So, sorry. Maybe we'll do some more of these late night for me, because it's now 11 p.m. just coming up to. Right, let's have a quick look. Oh, SSDs are now in all the iMacs. Cool, thank you for that, Clyde. Appreciate it. Do more of these lives, they're really fun. Yeah, they're kind of fun for me as well, but trying to keep up with you guys is crazy. I'm going to need someone to assist me. Right, what Mac devices are we expecting on November 17th? I think definitely a notebook. I think they're going to go for the 12-inch model with no cooling, and maybe an iPad Air style, although I don't like the iPad Air as a concept. Clyde, 2 p.m. for you. Cool. Happy days. SSDs and all iMacs now, that's good. Bezels on the iPad Air 4 is still kind of bothering me. Why? They're exactly the same, like, to all intents and purposes, as the iPad Pro. And to be fair, if you made it any smaller than that, you wouldn't be able to hold the thing. You do need to have some bezels on a tablet. Yeah, trying to quickly type stuff with voiceover shouting at you at the same time while you're trying to listen to what you're saying. So I write some weird stuff sometimes. Sander, honestly, don't worry, my friend. I get what you're saying. What about iPads Pro? Stuck with a 10.5-inch 2017 iPad Pro and wanting to shift to a 12.9-inch, so wondering if I should really wait or just buy the 2020. If you want to get a 2020 right now, I think you will probably be annoyed maybe in November when they replace it, which is when I think they will do that, because they're going to be talking about Apple Silicon. I think they'll introduce the iPad Pro first, and then they'll go, and now look what it can do when you give it a keyboard and a mouse and all that stuff. So, but as I say, I don't think it will get the mini LED displays at this point. Cool. Sound like we've done that one. Gurmir. Any theory about updated HomePod with A12 and USB-C or battery-operated travel pod, if you may? Ooh, battery-operated travel pod. So I did actually mention that I think that would be a really cool idea. What was I saying with that one? Yeah, basically, I think rather than having the cable at the bottom, you should have like a charging base that it sits on, and it should have a smaller battery inside it, so you can kind of move it around the house. But I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon. To be completely honest, if you wanted to travel with it, that's what your iPhone's for. That's got Siri built in, and you can play music on it and stuff. Cool. Right. 23.50 for me, so I'm thinking you're an hour the other side of me. Where are you based, Tato? Surely Ireland is on the same time zone as us, right? Clyde, 2 p.m. for you, so all good. That's cool. I think everyone is just thinking default ASI Apple Silicon Mac is a MacBook of sorts. Apple wants and needs to make a statement, and what better statement than an all-you iMac design with iPad design language. Yeah, I completely agree. It would look awesome, and I'm really excited to see it. I'm just not convinced that we will. That's what you're looking forward to. Yep, can't blame you. No, it's almost 6 p.m. in New York City. In Seattle, you're in Seattle, and it's almost 3 p.m. Yeah, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about when I go live tomorrow, because you guys are London time -5 in New York, I guess, and then Seattle 3 p.m. So I'm just trying to work out what time it's going to be there. Yeah, I think it's going to be unpleasant for you. Yeah. Dave, almost 6 p.m. in New York City. Yeah, I do chat to people in New York quite a bit. Some of my friends that work for VaynerMedia, which is cool. Gumer, always great and informative watching your videos. Cool. iPad Air not have 120 gigahertz. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the ProMotion display. It has just 60, and I'm quite happy with that. I think so. I have to wait. Okay, that's cool. Keep up the great work. I will do my best. Aryan Sharma, how many Apple devices do you have? I put out a tweet on this actually recently. Let me see if I can find it, because it's a lot quicker if I just read it to you, because it took a while to type. Right, this is where my geeky is going to show a bit. Where was it? So one of the guys might be under replies. Let me have a quick look. I wish there was a way I could search my own tweets. I know who I was replying to. So, okay, we'll do it off the top of my head because this is going to take me many days to try and look back through my tweets. So, in terms of the Macs that I have, the one that we're on right now, this is my 2013 iMac 27-inch. It's the quad-core i5 with 24 gigs of RAM, and the operating system runs on an SSD that sits outside it on the back. That is connected to a 40-inch TV up there and a 21-inch TV over there, which are my external monitors. I also have my first Mac that I ever bought was an iPad Air 2011 11-inch. Over here is a Power Mac G4. Going into the vintage stuff that I have, we have... So, up in my attic right now, there is an iMac G3, an iMac G4, one. I'll get it. One of these, and one here. This one boots absolutely fine. There is also a Power Mac G3, Power Mac G4, Power Mac G5, two eMacs, which are big white iMac G4s that are basically built into the old style iMac housing. There is a 2007 Blackbook, which has an SSD inside it and 4 gigs of RAM. There is... what else have we got upstairs? There is a Newton eMate. This little bad boy. This was properly vintage. And this has a stylus and scribble on the touchscreen. That's fun. That also works. Yeah, Power Mac G4 Cube over there. That will boot. That works absolutely fine and runs on that extra display that I've got there too. Here are some of the speakers that it used to come with, although the rubber in them is disappeared now. But there's another pair of these speakers up there because they came with the iMac G4. As I said, my first Mac was the 2011 iPad Air. So yeah. All of the other stuff that I've just mentioned, all the old stuff, is kind of stuff that's been purchased, used, or given to me by different people. There's also 2 cinema displays up there, 2 studio displays. I've got 2 sets of Harman Kardon sound sticks, which were designed by Johnny Ive. A few iPads knocking around, iPhones, Apple Watch Nike Edition, that kind of stuff. But actually, I hadn't bought any new Apple gear probably for 2 years, other than a pair of AirPods, until I got this watch. And now it's all going crazy because iPad Airs. Cool. So that's pretty much my list. Where was I on the questions just here? 3:23 a.m. for you, dude. Go to bed. I don't know why you're spending your time watching me. South Africa. Cool, man. Awesome. Qi charging on iPad, not currently, but I would. This is why I was talking about the iPad Pro potentially getting a back panel in glass with the stainless steel rim. A few people have mentioned how impractical that would be, but I kind of don't care. I think it would be awesome. Which iPad is perfect for gaming? Pretty much any of them. My 2017 that's over here, I still play Call of Duty Mobile and stuff like that on it. Absolutely fine. Right now, the best one value-wise that you can buy for gaming would be the new iPad Air that comes out tomorrow. No Qi on iPad. Yep, that's correct. Meaningless to have a bulky iPad. Well, to be fair, 15-watt charging is pretty much as quick as you'll get on an iPad anyway, 15 to 20 watts. iPad Pro is probably the best thing for gaming, also including 120Hz. Yes, but not many games support 120Hz, so it makes very little difference, to be completely honest. I'm in Athens right now, meaning it'll be 2 p.m. for the live tomorrow. Oh, very nice, very nice. Sander, it will be midnight here in a few minutes in the Netherlands. Cool, yeah, it's just coming up to 11 here, so I'm going to wrap this up in about 5 minutes, guys. I would wait for next year for the iPad Pro with A14X. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be an epic gaming machine, but for that sort of price, I'm more interested in seeing what Apple Silicon can do, and what will happen with gaming on that, and maybe they'll be bringing some cool stuff to Apple Arcade. So right now I've used Apple Arcade for a month in the past, and I will be getting it again with Apple One because I want to have the whole set. Because I'm also going all in on Apple Fitness. I cancelled my gym membership to buy the Apple Watch. that's where I funded it from. PS5. Just a statement. PS5. That's the perfect iPad for gaming. Absolutely. Question for everyone: what's the year and model of your first Mac? Cool, I've covered mine already. I see an idea for a vintage Apple channel. I mean, I might just make it a kind of side thing for this, but right now my studio is a very, very small place. So to be, let me give you vague dimensions. I guess the width from this wall to just behind my iMac is 2 meters, and it's about 3, maybe 3.5 meters long. This is the boiler room of the house, which is why when I do lives, you will get some audio sometimes come through from my boiler kicking in, or there's a fridge over there. There's a big pile of crap over there that you can't see, hopefully. So that's the situation there. Impressed with all of the work you've done to make a good channel. Oh, thank you very much. You've got lots of classic Apple goodies. Yes, I do, because I'm a hoarder. The plan, however, is when we finish paying the mortgage on this house, which is not super far away, we want to build an extension on the back for a new kitchen. Then I will take over what is currently the kitchen and make a bigger kind of studio office space. That's the plan, and then this will become a utility room, which is really what it should be in the first place. Cool. Great work on the channel. Dave Noblack. I don't. Has he got a channel? Cool. I need to have a look at this. Clyde, first Mac was the 2010 iMac 27. Cool. Original working 128 Mac. Oh, and an Apple Lisa without. Oh my word! I'm getting excited now. Cool note. Lisa Office had split document screens in. I'm guessing that's 1988. Did not start with these machines. Cool, for the record. Did not start with these machines, so they're not originals. Cool. They're not from, you didn't have them from back in the day. Whoops, Lisa Office had the split document screens in 1983. Oh, okay, cool. Audio's okay. Only small low frequency sound. Yeah, so that will be the fact that there's a fridge in the room with me. I'll probably unplug it for the live stream tomorrow. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Glad that it's not looking awful. I will see if I can make the video slightly better, because I know it's 720p. It's coming from the iMac's built-in webcam, so it's not amazing, but it should be fine for what we're doing. But I really appreciate you coming to watch today. Thank you so much. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I don't know how you found this video, but if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. That would be awesome. Oh, thank you, thank you, Tato. Still disappointed by the AirPods Studio being delayed till March. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is sad that they're being delayed, but what can we do? It sounds like it's a production issue, so it's not they're holding them back for any reason, like the AirTags that they've just held back forever. But a couple of patents got released today for AirTags, so I'm pretty confident that we will see them in November. But I've been pretty confident we'll see them at all the events so far, so what do I know? Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I'm now going to have to work out how to end this stream. Thanks so much.